Okay, let's go.
Ah, yes, duel 6 versus duel 9. Nice.
Yes. So let's talk about the players then. Duo 9 it will be King Alfonso and Henry the Lion, and Duo 6 will be Kotyan and Saladin. And when it comes to map bands, we have a Golden Sword Staccato band. First map pick for Duo 9 was Enemy Islands, an arena for Kotyan and Saladin. Then we have Oasis, Team Islands, Hideout, and Ghost Lake. This is of course the best of 5, so we probably can even get up to 5 maps played this game. But it's really interesting what they have picked here actually. They both have enemy islands, team islands is here, arena, Oasis Hideout, and Ghost Lake. But if you look at the first map pick being enemy islands and arena, well both been banned Golden Swamp as well as Socotra. It might be that they, well, it's actually really difficult to say, right? They both picked one game with water in it. They banned Socotra, which is a very close game usually. Can be a bit messy, and as well as Golden Swamp as well. So
If I remember correctly, King Alfonso and Henry the Lion played the Oasis game in the first round, which they won in late game then, quite convincingly with Zeros and Archers and stuff. But yeah, just tell me if you start the game or did you start the record?
we have started streaming, but I'm just gonna show the balance as well. I'm gonna show the hint cup balance as well now.
Okay, perfect.
I think this should work. Never mind. This did not work like it should be.
Yeah, just tell me when you started the game.
But I mean,
first ban
we
for
can
Saladin is Incas.
Sorry. Yep.
Should be able to spectate it. And Burmese coming from Henry the Lion. I'm showing the bands live, right? You can spectate the draft if you want to, instead of just saying it. Giving motions a bit less of a workout later on. Sarensen's the second band for Saladin's team. And these are of course global bands as well.
Yeah. But I didn't even know that Motions is recording that.
Otto.
Yep.
Otto has no clue what's going on.
As usual. As usual.
No, I know it's a Civ draft, but
Italians, another band for Henry, the line here. Turks, the last band for Saladin.
Oh,
and last band for Henry will be taking some time.
Well, I mean, it's a difficult choice.
Well, the thing is that this, as it is global bans, right? Usually you want to ban civs that the other team might have plans for, right? Mongols being the last ban. So if you look at the bans for both teams, right? Turks, Saracens, and Incas for Saladin. Turks is probably a good civ right now because of their heavy light cover and stuff like that. They can go quite heavy on it and do stuff, at least in Arabia.
Yeah, but Turks always very good arena civ, and since we have arena in the map pool, probably a good choice to ban them.
If you look at Henry line, right? Burmese, Italians, and Mongols. Italians for water, right? As well as an arena in some cases. Burmese are also, of course, an arena civ. Probably the only one I think I would play there. I don't think I would play Burmese anywhere else, to be honest, in this map pool.
Probably not.
Mongols, on the other hand, can be quite strong in some other situations, right?
I think the Incas ban is kind of interesting. It's, I mean, Saladin's team picked mostly messy maps, or a bit more messy maps than Henry's team. They picked more close maps like Arena. So I feel like they prepared a strategy for Enemy Island and did not want to play against Incas on that map.
It does make a lot of sense, to be honest. Enemy Islands is usually already messy, right? Both water as well as fighting on our own island, right? It's gonna be a lot of link and being trushed as well at the same time. Doesn't sound like too much fun to me.
I would imagine they have a strategy prepared for enemy islands, which gets countered by Incas a bit. So they just try to deny that. I will look really forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I really wish to see that enemy island game. I think it would be the first one in the tournament, right? I didn't see any other.
I've not seen it myself, to be honest, so it could be fun, I agreed. But it does mean that King Alfonso and Henry the Lion has to lose the game to get into it, right?
And
Mm.
in total, I feel like the bans of Duo 9 feel more like the picks. I mean, feel more like maps that benefit a lot by certain strategies. Meanwhile, Team Islands and Ghost Lake are kinda like you can probably just play meta on that and be fine. Meanwhile, Enemy Islands or Aces Hideout, all of these have a lot of meme potential, a lot of room for new strategies.
Well, banning
If you
Saracens
have
on Hideout, for example, I think is usually an indicative that you don't want to play it too aggressive, right?
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, let's get into game then.
Yes, I'm ready.
Everybody pause for 10 seconds.
Yes.
Yes.
Then let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So, let's start at the top left with Henry the Lion playing as the Ethiopians in their orange colors. Okay, switching to custom. King. Well, this is kinda telling, right? Sorry, had caster settings. King Alfonso. That's kinda telling in some cases.
That's a good one. Oh my god.
It's very telling, to be honest. Of course, they could be casting something else, but I very much doubt it. So, King Alfonso is then likely one of the casters. Otto, is that you?
Otto. Yeah, it's Otto, I think.
It feels like something he would be doing, right? Well,
Oh man.
Oh shit! Was it something about the chat? I didn't read chat. I was too. Oh, look at the bird! The bird bugged out. Oh, now it's flying again.
Ah yeah.
I think that that shouldn't really happen on definitive edition anymore. Well, let's continue on with King Alfonso. He's on the top right here, playing as blue and Berbers. And in the bottom right we have Saladin playing as Ethiopians. And on the bottom, to be honest, we have Kotyan playing as the Indians. Not actually shift queuing his villagers, so they're idling out a bit here. Usually not the best sign.
And
So
that player is playing the winner bracket.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I would say King Alfonso is Otto, but Otto would not be the second one of the winner bracket by now. So
Who knows? Who knows?
well, let's talk about the saves here for a second, right? We have Berbers and Ethiopians versus Indians and Ethiopians. What saves do you like better?
Well, I prefer Berbers over Indians. First of all, you have the option to go for Knights and Cavalier. Second of all, as long as there's no Imperial Camel, the heavy camel of Berbers are stronger since they get the last armor upgrade. I mean, they are weaker or not better against archer fire than Indian camels, but I think they have one more melee armor, right?
and the most important thing is the huge discount on their stable units, right? So if a Berber player just goes camels too, he can outperform the Indian player by the cost effectiveness of his army. Until Imp, but that's a long time until that's happening.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like this game might even be over before we get to see Imperial camels, so...
Exactly. That's the danger, right? If you're picking, if you have Indians against Berbers, the Berbers will be in favor for most of the game.
I mean, the Indians have the nice bonus with the cheaper villagers. I mean, getting cheaper every age, but and Berbers don't have a eco bonus. But as you already mentioned, their discount on stable units starting from Castle Age is just really strong bonus in my opinion.
I mean, theoretically, the villager moving faster would be a small boost in the eco, even on farming, but I don't think it would matter that much.
Yeah, true. I mean, there is a video of Spirit of the Law about it, but yeah, don't want to go too much into detail now.
Saladin still missing a few of his sheep here at the right of his base.
Saladin. Oh, yeah.
Purple.
Yes.
Yeah, he just missed them with a scout. Like,
yeah, if you... it's just one tile. Oh no, he's one tile away from his sheep.
It was one tile out of his side, and he scouted
We have
that.
Teal actually pushing some deer at the moment. I don't think anybody else have been pushing any deer yet.
Yeah, but
Oh.
well, sorry to interrupt, but take a look at those birds. I don't know if it's just on my screen, but they are bugging out like crazy.
For me,
What the hell?
for me the same. It's like somebody added a 20 mental, well, a 20
Where?
I mean,
bugging
just,
Where on
birds.
the map?
close to purple space, there are two birds that crashed into each other.
Ah, I
And
see, I see.
like, what the fuck is this?
And the next one is coming. Oh, sad.
And
Yeah.
another bug for
Um,
on the DE count, right?
Purple is warning up
Lee.
so early. It's really telling, actually.
Well, it's
Yeah,
still
but-
just one villager, right? So he's just adding a single villager. Go up, pop later. Well, that could be
Yeah.
a good free blue. I've been looking there. That could have been at least one dead villager. Will he
Oh,
run into the
but it-
TC?
Ooh,
Taking some damage. That might be. I think he's gonna survive here, but he lost almost half HP here.
Well, purple
It
could
did.
use his scout to chase that now. Come on, purple, use your scout.
So let's take a look at the up timings, right? We have the Kotyan count playing 21 pop, 23 pop from Ethiopian's player Saladin, 22 pop from both King Alfonso and Henry the Lion. Also, when you look at the build order from blue here, you can see that he went 4 onto wood quite early, which is usually not the case when you're going for scouts. But he's still also not going a goal at all, so it should be scouts from him. He has 11 on wood, which is also a bit more than usual, and only 3 on berries there.
Yeah,
build
and he
order
doesn't.
isn't the sharpest there.
Yeah, I mean, if you go scouts, you by that time you still should have 1 or 2 sheep beneath your TC, if not 3. So something went wrong here.
At the same time, we have only a single lumber camp. No, never mind. 2 lumber camps from Kotyan, 10 on wood, making his stable only a single villager though.
Oh, already has a farm. Why would you drop a farm if you still have like 1.5 sheep?
That's by far the best map. Looking at it, he's really open to the enemy side.
Yeah, plus he has Mount Everest in his face, as you said last time.
Yeah, and both his
Oh,
main
no.
goals, main stone forward.
At the same time, I think the King Alfonso will struggle with actually producing scouts there, right? He's only at 180 food at the moment, so I think that will be
Yeah.
troublesome. Dropping a ton of farms now, but I think it's probably a bit too late to keep up producing from the stable. At the same time, we have double archery range coming out from Saladin. A bit delayed there as well, considering he probably lacked the wood, I guess. Still a bit open on the front, so early scouts could do their damage here. But Blue's scout is just standing idle in the forest in behind his base. At the same time, nobody else is also even close to being fully walled at the moment.
Well, actually, all of the players have pretty open maps. And yeah, earlier, when Orange tried to wall the front of his base, Kotyan tried to kill the villager with his scout, but it didn't happen.
I guess that. But Kotyan lost his scout now because Orange already had
True
3
spear.
spearmen out.
Oh,
I don't like the placement of Orange's archery range here. It doesn't really... It's
oh,
by his goal, right? But he still is very exposed to archers coming.
exactly.
Also, he's also very late with them, not the least.
Yeah,
He's only a
13
single
minutes
range at the
in.
moment, while we have Saladin already at the double production.
Also, oh no, Henry
Good
the
quick
Lion
balls
had
from,
rival villagers in the back.
Henry the Lion. Yeah, he fixed it now
Yeah.
though. We do see
Okay.
scouts coming in from into the base
King
of
Alfonso.
Saladin now.
Right, 1 villager for 1 scout. Not the best trade.
Still, I think I would take it, to be honest.
Yeah.
As a scout player or as defender?
Both, to be honest, right? It usually blunts the force, but it also keeps him a bit at home, so... We do already see fletching actually from Saladin here, so which means I don't think he can run too much in here. It feels like he should just lose his scouts then. That's 1 scout down. He's jumping. I don't think this is the best move here. That's gonna be 2 scouts dead for a single... 3 dead scouts even, I think. Yeah, 1 HP left on that one. It
Oh,
doesn't
the
matter,
hero
right?
scout.
He can't really do
HP.
anything.
Well, Well,
He
maybe he's
can-
gonna
he's-
find a Herald snipe.
He is gonna scout, I guess. Just be a bit annoying.
Yeah. Saladin
Oh,
is also
but-
now housed.
But Blue found Saladin's missing sheep and sent them back to his base while he has 18 farms already.
Blacksmith coming up for Blue as well, who is also housed at 35
What's
pop.
up? What's up with the production building placement? Like everyone is building
no.
the production buildings not in the direction of the enemies. It's really strange, actually. Like
Yeah,
back stable too. By Blue.
From he's making it's quite kind of offensive, right? Not the most offensive I've seen, but still it's not too forward. Tilan on the other hand is just idling his stable units, right? And he's also producing skirms on his own base. First now
Well,
going up to gold.
Why is Teal not active with scouts, and why does Teal have an archery range?
He's also producing skirms while we can see King or Henry Line coming forward with four archers without fletching.
By minute 17, that's not really much.
Nope. And also look at the huge walls of that Teal is doing on his side there.
Huh.
That's
Yeah, but meanwhile, King Alfonso getting doubled.
yeah, that's 13 archers, so soon to be 15
Oh.
archers, and that woodland is looking mightily. It's not
Oh,
looking
that's
good.
gonna. Oh, that could be some juicy villager picks.
Indeed, and it's a fight he can never take alone, right? He probably needs bloodlands, probably need even armor to even be able to take that.
Oh, but meanwhile, his scouts getting cleared by Kotyan Khan in the back of his base. Well, not really in the back of his base, pretty far away, but yeah. Oh no.
But still, usually at this point you would like to be walled, right? We now
Well, I
see
think-
17 archers around this base now. And Henry
I
Line
think
is coming
he-
over with a spearman to try helping.
Yeah, those 4 spearmen now fertilizing the fields of King Alfonso.
I feel like King Alfonso just gave up loading his map after he saw how hard it is.
Look at those 4 villagers building the farms in the back there on the hill. Oh no.
Oh, that's
on
so
the
risky.
left, yes.
I would
I
probably
mean,
like to have
um,
him.
Yeah, pushed off his main goal, losing villagers on the farms. Oh no.
Yeah, this is so messy for Blue at the moment.
Yeah, and he's dropping a lumber camp closer to the Saladin than to his own base.
So there are orange archers.
We now at least have Teal and Orange on the way up to Castle Age, as well as Saladin following shortly after. But if you look at the villager count, right, we now have King Alfonso at 33 villagers, Saladin at 39, Kotyan at 38, and Henry the Lion on 35. So we have the bottom team now up almost 8 villagers there.
Did Orange not have any army left? Why is he not helping King Alfonso?
Well, he's sending some archers over, but they're... Oh, it's gonna take some time to reach his ally.
And he will still have less numbers. Like, what was he doing?
Exactly.
To be honest, it feels like Blue is a bit out of the option here, right? He's now... I don't even see where he's taking wood at the moment.
Let's probably run
to the
back.
right. Oh, he's even dropping a blacksmith now in his forward lumber camp. I guess
Oh
he
god.
needs
That looks
Yes.
so bad.
Blue is maximizing the use of his Berber movement speed bonus on the villagers, like running all these distances
Oh.
10% faster.
it. True,
But now we
but,
have Teal and Carl Stage, right? He's gonna go for Camels, also doing a +1 at the moment. We have Purple surrounding his base, to be honest. Orange trying to help him, but he is so far away from Castle Age at this moment. Well, he's queuing up a lot of stuff here, though. He's queuing up +1 armor, +4 scouts as well. So
I mean, the damage that Purple is doing is quite good, but I would love them to scout Blue space a bit more, because they could be picking so much more villagers with those archers instead of just idling the main gold. I mean, all those outside eco is unprotected, right? If they scout these woodlines, villagers will die.
yeah, the scouting isn't the best here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
no
Purple.
market from either of the archer players as well.
Oh no, those scouts going down without killing a single crossbow. Oh no, that hurts.
Well, scouts versus crossbows is usually not a fair fight though, so I think it should be expected.
Not even close, no.
Oh yeah, and the T90 farms. Again, using those brother.
Oh,
Well,
is
bonus.
Purple going for orange, or is he gonna find those farms now?
Oh
Well,
my
if he
god.
finds those farms, I think it's GG to be honest. So,
I mean,
No,
just take a look at the camels attacking orange. I mean, orange has nothing to defend that right now.
yeah,
I mean,
4
at
scouts
least
and
not
8
enough.
camels as well. But the bonus is Innes has versus buildings as well. It shouldn't take too long to get through here.
And also bonus pierce armor for both scouts and camels.
Yeah, they're still of course weaker than what let's say +2 knights would be, but they are tank enough to deal with a few crossbow units that he's here.
The base armor, the base pierce armor of a knight is 2, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
It's 0 for camels usually.
Camels, yeah. So they take way more damage from ranged units.
You say that with +2, Indians take 1 more damage than a regular knight would do with +2. So the difference is of course still there. At the same time, there's lots of idle villagers from Orange here, right? He has had an idle villager at the top stuck for ages. Quick walling in quite nicely now though, so that's good.
Trying to take those camels now, but
Blue is pinging
Oh, no,
his
no,
outside
no.
eco.
And Purple has
found
found this top there. That should be a lot of good dead villagers here. But he's at least on the way up to Castlage now, so that's good.
But what is he gonna do? I mean, he has like
He's
38
just gonna.
pop.
He can just.
They're calling it there.
Now.
They're calling it. I think they realize Blue is so dead at this point that there's not any point to play on after this.
I kinda expected Blue to go full Matrix now with villagers and just dodge every crossbow shot. Like totally abusing the villagers.
Well, he could have tried it, yes.
It would have been fun to watch at least. But still, there's two groups of crossbows taking both of his upper bases, right? His bottom base is still being raided by 5, well, even more actually. He's surrounded by crossbows at this point.
Yeah. I mean, the only safe base is where his blacksmith, mining camp, and lumber camp is with 8 villagers.
And also the military numbers, right? Only Kotyan Khan has already a much more army than King Alfonso and Henry of the Lion combined. Like, I feel like they neither had the econ of the army to keep going. Well, the map position. This was really a full Titanic game.
It was a domination, right? Total domination.
Yeah. Oh, and also the mining camp. That's a real rumple mining camp by Blue. I mean, taking a look at this main goal.
But, it's not ideal, that's for sure.
And King Alfonso and Henry the Lion, they were picking the more closed map, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, probably don't feel too comfortable on Arabia.
Oh, I'm actually not sure if they were the ones picking the closed maps. But seeing this performance, it would suggest that they feel more comfortable with playing Arena than enemy islands.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at the statistics here. Saladin with a complete domination, right? 43 units killed. That's more than the rest put together. Biggest army. Only 15 units lost as well. As well as Kotyan Khan having, well, basically 8 to 7 KD. Not really doing too much, I think, but just, scaling a bit and putting some idle time on Henry the Lion. Economy should be a big lead for the bottom team here. Saladin and Kotyan Khan way ahead in all aspects of the game here, to be honest.
Like Rex said, clear domination, not only military-wise, but also the eco behind it, supporting it. So, yeah.
Also, really good timings on Saladin and Kotyan Khan up to Feud Age. The Dark Age must have been quite clean here. 23 pop, I think it was from Saladin, which means he has almost 0 idle time. And 0 idle time for Kotyan Khan if he went 21 pop as well. Which is really impressive, to be honest.
I also feel like Kotyan Khan's and Saladin's build orders. I mean, the uptiles are great, right? But the build orders are really clean. I guess maybe if you see you see Saladin had his archer numbers up way faster than Orange did, even if though they had the same sieves, right? He had just the cleaner build, faster build.
Yeah, but it was also Henry the Lion who dropped his ranges pretty late and
Yeah,
had
exactly.
fletching super late. Yeah, as you said, just the build of Saladin and Kotyan was so much cleaner.
I also, for example, saw with King Alfonso going 4 on to with early on, right? It's usually not the sign of practice scout build order, you could say.
True. I mean, with scouts you go 3 on wood until you click up and you go 10 on wood just to be able to afford double bidex, horse color, and the stable right away as soon as you hit fuel.
For my own part, if I'm going for scouts, I like to actually do 3 and then go 8 on when I'm going up, because you usually have the eco to do it, right? And then just after I'm finished with my sheep, just send the rest of those onto the staggers around, just TC them.
I feel like Blue, I think I mentioned it once, but I think Blue just saw his map and then gave up warning it. I think maybe he should just wall to front and then maybe funnel it to his TC or something,
Yeah,
but not
right.
keeping it almost totally open.
Yeah,
well, his front gold and front stone is very exposed, right? If he walls, let's say, the front right walls on the bottom right is like he's done with his stable and his barracks, and then
Yeah,
just
exactly,
side behind
yeah.
it and take the back gold. He's totally fine here, right?
Yeah.
True. But maybe he was just distracted by those weird birds, just like me.
Just like you, interesting.
Just like you, indeed.
King Alfonso didn't lose a single villager to the boar, so I don't
I
think
mean,
it's me.
you can't really do that with Berbers, right?
Ah, well.
There's a reason why Otto picked this, right?
Just to save my villagers in case I'm not watching.
Well,
maybe.
Let's get to the next game then.
Yeah.
Yes. My potato PC needs a moment, but yeah, you can spoiler me the map already if you want to.
I was thinking you were gonna say your like potatoes will take a moment, like your oven potatoes or something that you're cooking right now. And we have to wait for you to finish.
Well,
don't worry, I have some liquid food with me here. No need to go to the oven.
Okay, this is like, is this a plus 18 stream? Not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, in Germany it's legal from 16 to drink beer, so it's just an, let's say, PEGI 16 rating. Also.
I guess we're using international standards here, right?
Okay, and actually the Saladin Kotyan Khan were the players going for the closed maps, and Henry Line and King Alfonso preferred the messy maps.
Oh, it's enemy island. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for game 2. Let's go.
This is quite interesting. So maybe Henry Line and King Alfonso really thrive in like maps where they can prepare a strategy before, right? That's also a way to be a good player.
Well,
so yeah, before we jump into the game, who wants to explain the difference between enemy island and team island?
Well, I guess I can do it then myself then. Because in team islands, you are with your own team here. On this map, you are playing on the same islands as one of your enemies, which means that you can go on land as well as going on water, which makes it really interesting to see how people are planning to do this. Strategies, of course, can be that maybe full wall up and going for water fight completely. Other times it might be just, for example, playing Incas and going and rushing or something like that. Of course, Incas was banned this time, which might have been why they picked this map. It's also going to be very difficult to know exactly what the plan here is.
And I was talking about prepared strategies, and Henry Line picked Persians. You know exactly what they have planned.
Oh, do you think we're gonna see a Persian douche?
That could be exciting, of course, but you can also think that they might just go for an earlier onto Fisher, right, and going for a bigger eco approach.
But I mean, they got like no disrespect even, but like they got really wrecked in the Arabia game. So I feel like going for a really messy strategy would be the best option they have. So I'm totally down for the Persian douche.
Well, I guess we'll see
Also
then.
because it would hit Saladin right, which is maybe he's a really strong player at least.
Still,
So,
if you look at the players' positions here, right, you have King Alfonso playing versus Kotyan on the top island here. It looked like King Alfonso was the weak link last game, to me at least. So I'm not sure if I would have wanted him to be the one who had to carry the game afterwards.
Yes, so but like, why would they use up their stronger player for the Persian douche? Usually it's the weaker player that should go for that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the better you are, the better you pull off that Persian douche, the more effective it is. So.
Yeah, but you also set yourself behind a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, as long as you set your enemy more behind, it's totally fine.
Well, the thing is that let's say the other player loses, right? Then he can boom and then probably try to pressure the other opponent, right? Usually it would mean that their team is still ahead of you because of the big difference in eco then.
Imagine you have Viper and Otto in your in a team, right? And then they have to decide which player will go for a Persian douche. Why should Viper go for it if he's not falling?
Because because Viper probably could douche both at the same time somehow. Because
yeah, but you still see my point, right?
Yeah. Well, but that's kind of extreme to compare me to Viper. I mean, that's like a 2K, like a 1K 200 elo gap.
Okay,
there.
we can also compare
I think you're
you to
overestimating yourself here, to be honest, Otto.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Still, let's get into the game here, right? So let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yes, so as we said in the start here, we have Kotyan playing versus King Alfonso on the top island. Okay, who was Saladin being badly housed there. And we have Henry the Lion playing as Persians versus Saladin playing as the Malay. So if you take a look at the sleeves there, we have Persians, Portuguese, Malay, and Japanese. All of them except for Persians are good water sleeves there, right? With Persians you can still go for fast fires, but I think I usually wouldn't think of them as a very good water sleeve. I mean.
Well, but their dogs have double HP, which keeps the potential to queue up some demos if you're under pressure by fire galleys, maybe.
Yeah, more HP and I think also faster production, right?
Yeah. After feudal.
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of hard to clean Persians from water. That's they really benefit from hybrid maps.
Yes.
Well, but I mean, late game lacking bracer really hurts in galley fights, so Persians probably not gonna go for galleys. I mean, at least not for the late game.
Well, let's take a look at the resources on this map, right? Because it is a bit different from the regular maps here. So let's take a look at red space, right? He has standard berries there, 8 sheep. He's only a single gold pile close to his base here, with no two gold piles both on 4 tiles, and only 2 3-tile stones. Woodlands are quite far away from his TC as well, so I don't think that it's the same rules that govern their positioning. If you compare it to the purple space here, who have 2 woodlands very close to his base, that's quite a bit more fortunate for him. We also have 7 deer quite close to the bases, but still, well, a screen away for me at least.
Yeah, but going back to purple space, I feel like his gold positions are more awkward. I mean, that 1 gold in the front, the other gold behind the woodline, so I mean, if he wants to wall that, it's gonna take him a lot of resources to do so, and especially with those, with his African trees, with all those gaps in between.
Coming up from the Persian player now.
All of them have those trees, right? I feel like purple space is probably one of the easier bases to wall off. But it's still hard if there's water pressure too, right? Like if you have the dogs up anyway, just land some units behind the walls.
King Alfonso having a bit of an unfortunate start here. Had to force a house up with 5 villagers. Now taking his boar with actually doing quite well to get in underneath his TC, but he had also his gathering point set at the dock for I think 3 villagers, so he lost quite a lot of time there. Also, Scout is also idle for a lot of that time.
But yeah, could have gone worse, I guess. He saved it.
Well, but doesn't even... now he has his first fishing ship queued up.
Purple at
But
the same time is not having his best game of the series. He had probably a full villager idle time here, and you can see that the others are actually even behind him, so a lot of idle time on the TCs in this map.
He's
Yeah,
still
this
missing
village
2
is-
sheep. Right, he didn't find 2 of his sheep.
What? How?
He's also
He's
grabbing the boar here.
Oh
That's very close to losing a villager there.
Oh.
No, he's
got
gonna drop
so
a mill,
hyped.
I guess.
And it's also a mill, it's also a tile away, right? Usually
Oh,
you...
but
Well, maybe
Oh.
if... What is this start from them? I'm really wondering, right? He got 10 on wood at the moment, 2 fishing ships, he's taking the board with 5 villagers, he's making a mill, right? Usually you don't do that too early on the water maps there.
and
Look at Blue at the same
also-
time, he's 7 on wood, he's double
the-
sheeping by the looks of things.
Don't forget to mention it's like Purple's home map, right? And his build looks like this. That's not promising.
Yeah, meanwhile, Red pushing his deer. I mean, it's pretty far distance pushing, but totally worth it. I mean, he has nothing better to do with his scout, I guess.
Also a bit less on water at this point. Does look like Kotyan might be looking to go up here, doing loom. As well as blue as well actually, so that could be a good uptime. They're still lacking quite a bit of food here, so it could be some idle time for him to go up here. Up to 4 fishing ships at the moment.
Yeah, but also Saladin being melee, I mean, he can afford to go for 1 or more 2 villagers, because his uptime is gonna be, I mean, what is it, 80% faster uptime?
Indeed.
66, I thought. But yeah, he kind of has
Or
to go up
66,
with
yeah.
a bit
I
more.
think it depends a
villagers,
bit on
right?
how you calculate it, right? Because usually the way you calculate percentages on Age of Empires hasn't really been what it should be.
Yeah.
But
that's-
they
Now we
but
see a
they
transport ship actually
fixed it
from
with her.
purple here.
What?
That's
Oh,
But he's
interesting.
gonna douche Kotyan Khan.
Well, I feel like it's more like scouts and doubling Kotyan Khan on his island.
And Blue is pinging the position of Kotyan Khan's base. Of his
Yeah.
he actually scouted his TC right now. Oh my god, I'm hyped. Like, I don't care if Purple and Blue lose. If they go for Persian douche, I think we should give them like an admin win.
His transport is actually going way south.
Yes, because he's going for that TC. And he'll get spotted quite early because of a melee team bonus with a lot of range on the docks. Line of
It's,
sight. I mean,
Barry's going off for Cotton Khan though, so it,
it's
and
a
also on
melee
gold, so
team
it might be either after play, I guess, from Cotton Khan.
that's a melee team bonus, but yeah, Saladin is melee, right? And Kotyan Khan is in his team. So Kotyan Khan's dog has also a lot of extra light of sign. Light.
Second dock coming
The
up
line of
from
sight.
King Alfonso on the top, so he's probably going to be going for some water fights there. Yeah, you can see him queuing up double fire galleys. At the same time, we also have Red going for fire
What-
galleys.
But what is that transport ship doing? What? 5 villagers. You
Is he
can't-
thinking he's Incas? What the hell?
What? No.
You've
It
never
did-
seen.
He did kill a village at least. It's but still, this is.
Yeah, just go back.
Well,
well, at
What is this?
At least he
But it-
didn't delete his TC. Well, but he's just aging up. What the heck?
And
was-
also he's
I was
like
going to kill
totally-
another villager actually, so that's good.
There is another transport ship with villagers. Oh no, he's gonna try to go for the douche anyways. Oh fuck.
But where do you do share even?
I don't know, but killing a villager on the dock? Yes,
Yeah.
kill it. Nice, it's trapped.
And maybe
Oh, I'm
the
so
plan
hyped,
is
I'm
just
so
to confuse them, right? Just
Gene is
confuse
dropping
them.
houses around his TC, at least one house. Oh, it's gonna be a Persian douche. Yes,
It's gonna be a Persian
yes.
douche share. It should
Yes,
be in range of
TC
his woodlands
deleted.
as well.
TC is deleted. Let's go. No.
And-
What? Okay.
We have to have one archer out here. And still, it shouldn't really.
But
It will kill
Yeah.
the town center here, and I think you should give the uncontested ownership of the top island, right? But it will also probably give away the island at the bottom.
Island, yes. Oh no, take care of your villager, just build. This archer's not gonna kill it.
Even though I'm totally hyped for it,
Yes!
Saladin is doing the right thing. Saladin is just going for archers, moving to purple space
No.
to kill the villagers there. To hurt
Teal
them
didn't
while he's
even
looting.
lose a single villager.
Yeah, and like I said, purple will get hit by red now in her spec eco to space.
Okay, so red is going for archers as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
0 upgrades on him at the moment, but he doesn't even have a blacksmith yet, to be honest, from what I can see.
Yeah, but
yes,
red
well,
also.
he has one. He has one.
Yeah, but red also invested in fire galleys. Where are those now? Oh, they're in the.
I think they probably killed the transports here. I don't see the transports anymore.
Yeah, and the fire ships of Saladin are close to Kotyan Khan.
Well, you also see the fire ships from Blue Hairs, right? From King Alfonso. He's gonna win that fight now. And let's say if Kotyan Khan actually loses his fishing ships here, that could be really bad for him. He already lost his TC and he's not really on food in his own base, right?
Henry the Lion going on stone now with his forward villagers. What? King Alfonso repairing the TC for Henry the Lion.
TC is now down, and he's also lost most of his fishing ships as well. At least I think 3 or 4 of them is down. It also looks like he's actually getting a good engagement versus the fire ships from red here.
Yeah, but I mean those Japanese fishing ships tanking quite some damage.
Well, let's take a look at the villager counts now, right? We have Henry the Lion at 43 villagers, 42 for Saladin, 37 for King Alfonso, and 33 for Kotyan Khan.
Okay,
so this point...
ability C is down and purple is moving forward to drop the next to C, but there are the teal archers denying the villager.
I would actually like a tower from in his own base for purple here. Just to, he's coming up a tower on his woodline now, which will protect him versus red, I guess. So that's good. They're still gonna be exposed on his berries, so I think that could be an issue for him.
Well, but I mean, his food eco is basically the fishing ships that are being picked off by a single fire galley of.
I think he noticed now, so that's at least good, but still.
Blue has fire galleys next to that, but he's moving down instead of helping, sadly.
Yeah. It also looks like red is gonna get an advantage here, right? I think he has better numbers now.
Oh, but blue click up, you have the buildings, do it, and resources.
The blue is up now, actually, so up as well as teal. Teal is actually up now. That's kind of impressive, right?
What? Okay. Well,
yes,
actually the first one up there.
I would love to.
Oh, look at the arch numbers from taking one villager, maybe 2 villagers from purple here. Actually, good micro from purple here, but he might still lose it. I lost it, yeah. That's 2 villagers down, I think, from purple here. Not really adding in any food eco at this point now.
I feel like purple should just go for next CC actually. Maybe drop a tower to protect his villagers, and then drop an next CC next to teal's CC.
I wouldn't actually mind if purple actually tower rushed from this point, right? He's heavy on stone at the moment, so let's just tower creep into the rest of the base of teal here, right?
Yeah. So something like this. He should not start pressuring teal because he will be behind Nico if that's all he plays.
Yeah, but right now he doesn't even have the stone for a single tower, so.
But you also see that red is coming forward with 9 fire galleys, right? We can see 5 fire galleys from even 6. I think it's coming now from blue here.
Yeah, meanwhile.
And a lot of transport ships from purple here.
Yeah, evacuating all his last villagers because red totally took over the island. Even put his archers right underneath the tower so the tower can't reach them.
And red is now going for heavy fishing ships. He's producing fishing ships from 4 different docks at the moment. So that's going to be a big eco boost when he gets out of it, right? He's already on, I think I counted 18 fishing ships at the moment.
Also drops the market, so probably just gonna balance his eco with the market and click up in a second.
Ah yeah, and Pebbles now going for the trash, but I think it might be a bit too late, right? Because Kotyan Khan is already in Castle Age with a siege workshop prepared. He will just go Mangonels and kill those towers, or even a ram if they don't have army.
Meanwhile, a big fire galley fight at blue space, but blue already has fire ship. But yeah, no, you need to have some numbers for your gauge. Oh no.
Numbers are still just so good
and
for red here.
And waypoints. Oh, just look at that galley.
Well, like imagine what.
But it's quite close, right? If you look at the HP from red here, oh, gathering point is still very off here. That's the second free one. Might even be. That's a demo.
Like,
come
two
on,
demos
micro.
would have done so much.
Was that a trade
yeah.
bug?
I think so.
I think it was a misclick, yes. that was not demo.
It's a bug you get when you don't have unfinished stock in your control group. And
but there's a demo ship on the way. Come on.
Trading Crocs, I mean.
Yeah, for example, in my own games, right? I might produce trade cards because it's the same hotkey as my idle villager button. So now we have 10 crossbows as well as a mangonel out from Teal here. But he's going for the Persian TC, which are quite tanky, must be said, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But there is now soon to be 5 towers here, so I think Teal will have to run his villagers.
I think they are too much on one place, right? He could have spread them out a little bit more to cover more area than this.
Saladin now actually going for galleys here, so he's going for the galley switch. Already up and has +2 and also getting war galley. As well as careening, so he's going heavy water actually. Well, I guess he needs to protect his fisher, right? That's, I counted 17 plus 5, so 22 fish ships from red at the moment.
And he's also kinda safe on his island, right? Because purple kinda left it, so...
Yeah, exactly, no one is contesting him on land.
Yeah, so he can go full water.
Oh no, Teal losing quite some crossbow HP against those towers. Also those towers are shooting some mangonels now.
I'm really surprised he's not just going for... going against the towers here, right? It should only be 9 range on them. If you, let's say...
Purple now trying to destroy a siege workshop of villagers.
Yeah, nice. Well, but he's baiting the crossbow and the tower fire. Oh, is he going for the next... taking one of Teal's golds. Oh, but is it gonna be reached by those galleys? No, not yet.
Look at the water now. You can see that the red is actually transporting a few crossbows over there. Almost cut off by blue's fire ships, but they just managed to get over there.
I don't think he has to send 14 fire ships after one transport.
Probably not, probably not. We see a demo as well from blue, but we see war galleys now from red, right? 13 war galleys, which can be microed for quite a lot of time here.
Oh yeah, but seems like red is gonna find that one lumber camp of purple, or purple going down in villager numbers. Oh, come on! Red, shoot! Ah, nice. Yeah, one-shotting those... Okay, not one-shotting those...
Ah yeah, I see it, I see it.
Oh, that hurts.
That hurts a lot, yeah.
Purple didn't have a lot of eco, now it's even worse.
Blue is also now gonna lose, he has no protection at land aside from his 2 TCs, right? If you look at his top woodland, that's 33 villagers. Even more actually, it's almost 40 villagers I think exposed. If red goes down, that's instantly GG. He's trying to force up a town center and it looks like he's gonna get it, but still. This is just becoming so messy.
But King Alfonso is going forward with his navy, also including 2 demolition ships. We gotta keep an eye on that.
Still should be a good match fight there for red, I think.
Oh, yes, 3rd demo ship on the way. I mean, yeah, as you said, it looks pretty much GG already. I mean, purple has so many towers, but he's just so far behind in eco. I mean, not even Castle Edge didn't even click up. Blue under pressure now by red. Oh, come on, I want to see some demo shots. Yes, yes, no, demo's getting sniped before they get in. Oh, that's sad.
think actually this is probably GG. Blues now lost water, right? He's losing on land as well. He's up to 3 TCs, but he has no military there at all. At the same time, yeah, they're calling it now.
Can you show purple Seco?
Well, he doesn't have one. He might have he have 4 fixtures taking shore fixtures, so that's at least something. But aside from that, I don't actually see him having any villagers working at all. Which is kind of impressive on its own, to be honest.
Well, but I gotta give him credit for doing the Persian douche, even if I'm not sure if enemy island is the right map to do so. I mean, you have an untouched enemy on your own homeland, so
at least they had a strategy prepared and went through with it. So
yeah, even though if he was spotted early and was in a will fight.
Well, there is something of us just making a strategy and sticking to it. It might not be the best strategy, but if it throws off your opponent enough, right, it can still work.
Yeah, I wanted to add, I think the strategy could have worked out in this game. Like there was still a time window where they could have hurt Teal a lot more. I feel like Purple took too much time to pressure Kotyan after the initial TC drop. Maybe King Alfonso should have assisted with Mangles or something to keep pressuring with TCs. So Red would have been forced to come to land on that island too.
I think the follow-up from Purple here wasn't good enough, right?
Yeah,
he did kill
exactly.
TC, and after that he just tried to boom back into the game himself while losing his own base back in his original island, right? And suddenly we have Teal then going up to Castle Age earlier, right? He still have the eco, right? Still have the food coming in, so he could just instantly click up to Castle Age after getting his TC back up. Which just meant that he got Archer or Expo out, could add in Siege Workshop. And while the towers were good when they first arrived, I think it's just too late at this point, right?
And what did they really hurt? They took off a lumber camp and a mining camp, and like investing 600 stone to deny 200 wood and getting some idle time. That's not worth it.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
So Rex, as you said, I feel like Blue maybe should have ignored water pretty much and go for land as well, just to really make sure to kill Teal completely to make it a 1v2 at some point.
Like imagine after the TC drop by Purple, imagine if King Alfonso would have went for just an immediate siege workshop and kept pressuring the TC.
Yeah. I mean, meanwhile...
The thing was that Kotyan was the first up to Castle Age, right?
Well, probably those tanky fishing ships saved him, because even though he got raided, I think he lost only one fishing ship to the fire galleys by King Alfonso before Saladin came to help.
But still, even though he was a fast Castle Age, I would imagine Blue still had better eco. I would hope so, at least.
For sure, yeah.
And so he should have been able to keep pressuring.
I mean, also Portuguese Knights and Castle Age fully upgraded. I mean, it's a valid unit to go for.
Yeah. And then the strategy could have worked out, but it's also a bit difficult, right? Because they basically just would have traded islands and would have lost water. So they really would have had to do a lot of damage to Kotyan to make the strategy work.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the problem about enemy island is you just don't have a lot of chances to practice it, right? I mean, it's never in the map pool, and I guess it's not too easy to find people who want to play it.
So it had to be practice games then, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I guess it's pretty hard to find practice partners for enemy island.
Also a hidden cap as well, right? Tough to practice with someone if the opponent knows who you are then suddenly.
It's fine, Otto. I think we did great here.
I mean, as I said, credits to Henry that
yeah,
I mean,
whoever
I really
that might
like
be.
to see. What?
Whoever that might be.
Yeah, he's gonna be my personal favorite from now on. I mean, luckily
Yeah.
it's double elimination, so maybe we're gonna see a Persian douche and a losers bracket. I mean, I
But
don't want to call it too early, but
it's kind of interesting, right? Because I feel like in the last two streams, you were the one talking a lot about Persian douche in feudal age. No, got this
yeah.
guy. Sorry, still caster settings.
Yeah, this should be up to then, I guess.
Nah,
You
come
are
on.
exposed.
Oh, you know I prefer 4 legs for that strategy, just because your fishing eco is a bit more safe, I would say.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
So
true,
it's
true.
actually me. It's me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's take a look at the statistics then. So,
I mean, purple killed more units than I would have expected, right?
21 units killed, yeah. 38 lost. They actually raised the most buildings though, so
Huh?
that's something, I guess.
Imagine killing more than 20 units with a largest army of 2. That's not bad.
Not bad at all, right? Well, he was charging at the end though, so I guess it's not that unusual. But if you look at the
And he
economy
was
tab
will
though,
fighting.
so the economy tab is quite brutal. I think Red did a really good job after winning water, right? Just going so heavy onto fishes as he did run. His eco
I,
just skyrocketed compared to Blue as well. He had quite safe fish for a while there, right? But he still just stayed on his starting 5, I think it was. So
and that's the thing, right? When purple is douching teal's eco should not be about the same or only a bit less than blue's eco. Like, in best case, teal's eco is even worse than purple's eco, but it should never be that good after getting douched and crushed.
well,
I
usually
mean,
the eco of the player getting douched is better,
Yeah, yeah.
but it
But
shouldn't be that uncontested to the reboom after.
yeah, to be fair, I think Saladin did a really good job with. I think it's just the strongest tactic against a douche. Just go hit the eco in the base of a doucher.
But
I think.
did you guys notice when Saladin slung Kotyan in this game?
no, I feel like I was on the wrong POV the whole game.
Because I'm wondering if Saladin slung Kotyan up the cast ledge.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
Because Kotyan getting cast ledge earlier, right, meant that he could just
Oh boy.
stop the tower rush and completely take purple out of the game then. So
Yeah, but I mean, what are the chances that 3 people miss a sling of 1k resources?
considering that you are one of the casters, I would say that the chance of 2 people missing it is a bit higher.
A good one.
Okay, okay.
Well, let's go to the next game then.
Yes. But let me grab a beer first.
Okay, so I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, same for me. So Knutan, you can talk about the map already, maybe, if you want to.
Yes, I guess I'm gonna have to start it then. So the next map is gonna be Oasis. It's gonna be Henryland playing as the Goths, King Alfonso playing as Bulgarians, Saladin also playing as Bulgarians, and Celts coming from Kotyan. So let's get into the game and take a look at the map. Gonna pause at 10 seconds so we don't lose the other 2 guys. Not sure how big of a loss it would be, of course, but still. So on the top left we have Saladin playing as the Bulgarians. Very close to the wood here actually, so it is really good. You could actually even wall like this, to be honest, just to be incredibly safe. And it's also not the biggest wall of here. Just a wall of here, and it should be very safe indeed. Never mind, actually, that would be walling off his own teammates, so don't do that. So we have Teal now playing as the Celts, a bit farther away from the wood here. I think it's a decent map here. It would be fun if we actually cut through and use fish boom, but I doubt it will happen. We have Henry Line playing as the Goths here. I wonder if we could do some shenanigans trying to maybe wall in resources and stuff versus Kotyan Khan here. Could be interesting to see at least. Quite close to the wood as well. A bit more to wall off though. Very tough to wall off properly here. And on the bottom left we have King Alfonso playing as the Bulgarians as well. Quite close, still
Okay.
quite close, and quite easy to wall off here, I would say. But let's see what
Oh.
happens here.
Oh my god, the wood generation. Holy shit. That's terrible.
Look at
Like,
Red's map though.
imagine.
Look at Red's map. That's the best map I've seen in Oasis for quite some time, to be honest.
Must be a Viper with his map hacks. I mean, it's Saladin. It's Viper, confirmed.
Well, it's Saladin and Kotyan playing with the Nyx for both Terra and Viper, right? They should win this, if just for the by the naming.
Just look at Teal's map. That has to feel bad having to run that far to get in the middle. But at least if he wants to go for killed fishing traps in the middle, he can get it quite early, I guess.
Yeah,
It feels like it would be typical of him if he just instantly goes for water here. Could be fun at least.
Also,
Actually,
he could get those 3 sheep in the pond.
Oh, crazy! Yeah,
300,
3 sheep.
300 food.
yeah. What else could get into the game then? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
So 3, 2, 1, and go. Well, still take a look around the edges there, right? Usually there are quite a lot of extra sheep here. You see 3 quite close to the base of Saladin here, actually being a bit housed, I guess from a misclick. I think he misclicked his villagers away from his... there's the top there.
So Saladin is...
I don't actually see too many extra sheep around there. Some in the right corner. Some actually 2 clusters quite close to the Henry the Lion.
I feel like the sheep between enemy players would be the most interesting, right? Because they would get contested more easily. But yeah, they're kinda evenly distributed.
I do think Red will at least get the free extra on his edge of the map there. That should be quite nice for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably gonna scout that edge just for walling issues, so...
Yes, he will scout that ass.
What?
He's getting it now already, so...
No.
So that's gonna be a free extra sheep for Saladin.
Who's Bulgarians, right? Yeah,
Bulgarians, yeah. So what do you expect from these thieves, right? We have the Goth player, double Bulgarians and Celts in this game. Doesn't really sound like the feud aggression will happen here, right?
Blue is not going for lumber camp, but is going for stagger trees first. What's going on?
That's
Blue, you said?
low E, low... Yes.
Blue starting off with 4 lumberjacks on stagglers.
Well, it could be a drush or something like that happening, right? But let's see if it's gonna go... It's going to the... make a lumber camp now, I guess.
Yeah,
Also
but King Alfonso was Berbers in the first match, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe he's gonna try to go for scouts with 4 villagers on wood again, which is kind of weird.
Also, once again messing up his gathering point. I was actually going for the
Berries.
berries there,
Yeah.
so never mind.
If you lost to take those spores outside of STC.
Oh, that's actually quite decent lure there, right? A bit more damage on his village than it probably should go for, but still. And look at the mill from Saladin here. That's not the greatest I've seen.
Oh, why? Just put it in the bag. I mean, in the bag, in the middle. Would be so perfect.
So 4 on wood for Saladin at the moment. 4 on wood from King Alfonso. 3 on wood for Henry the Lion. Actually really like his lumber camp here. Actually trapped the village in there, so he got better wood access. I like that.
Yeah, it's also safe from raiding, at least as long as there are no range units behind.
Yeah, 4 on the wood from Tig as well. So I'm wondering a bit exactly what the plans are gonna be.
Oh shit, we saw Saladin's mill, but take a look at Henry's mill. It hurts. Fuck, it hurts hurts me so much.
Oh god.
Henry is grey.
Henry is grey, yeah.
Oh
god.
Did he got his spore behind that?
Well, it should be in the side of the mill, right? Yeah, you see it, you see it.
but barely.
But look at the
sees it.
walling of Henry line as well. What is that?
Well, nice and safe towards his TC.
But he has no golds there at all.
Oh.
I
All his
feel
gold will
like
be for the forward then, and he's not gonna be able to take any gold then.
Well, I mean, as long as he's gonna be the aggressor, things will be fine, but let's
Well,
see.
with those
what
walls, he's not gonna be the aggressor, is he? Right?
Well, we will see. I
that's a
mean,
good point.
so we see a barracks of Kotyan Khan.
Oh, that will.
Which will-
see.
Oh,
I think he gave us in that last hit.
yeah, okay. All
Loom
fine.
rights. Yeah. So no death at the moment. You see King Alfonso going up to Feudal Age now with 21 pop. It
Seems
usually
like
should
they are.
be scouts then, I think.
But he's going to gold already. Or maybe it's... Is it Men-at-Arms? But what's the follow-up then?
Well, it's Bulgarians, right? So you should maybe just go full men at arms there. Could be good. You see red walling up already. It's not on the way up, so it should
Yeah.
be, I guess, probably fast casting from him.
Team
Already adding
also
in
warning
free
up.
farms as well.
So I feel like they are trying to go for like a boom game actually. Quite defensive. But yeah.
What? Henry, garrison your TC? What the fuck? This scout was just passing. Oh no.
Just passing, right?
Like
I mean,
it
for
kind
that
of
purpose, the walls are perfect. If you click your scout behind it, it has to pass the TC.
it kind of
Well, their
tilts
base
me.
is,
Compare the warning of red and teal with gray's warning. Like it's
it
a bit
feels
hard.
bad. That's what I'm gonna say. It looks like a men at arms as well from Kotyan Khan, I think.
Blue also, I mean,
Yeah.
King Alfonso also walling super close to his base. I mean, if there are archers behind, they can pressure the farms.
So blue's almost there with red men at arms, but red is checking if he has a hole in his wall, which he just noticed.
Yeah, he's got.
Well done
red is
from
gonna
Red, to
be
be
fine.
honest.
Yeah, just in time because those men at arms would have gotten in.
I
Yeah,
wonder if they will
also-
continue making men at arms after a while. He's made it free at the moment.
Hmm.
He's like taking
Also,
way too
no,
much
he
damage from
clicked the house. Oh, the wolf is getting downhill hits. Oh.
that wolf
Nice.
has taken almost, well, 36 HP. That's kind of impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, so that wolf definitely the MVP of the Kotyan Khan Saladin team.
I mean,
At the
even
same
if
time, we
blue
have
doesn't.
a free militia hitting the walls
Oh.
of Palestine.
Yeah, also Alfonso's dropping a tower, so so King Alfonso is going rush.
It's
Well,
only a
but he
single
doesn't
villager though, so and it's quite far away still. And
Okay,
even then, I
got
think
hype.
it's quite far for. I think it's just
Yeah.
not gonna work out, to be honest. I think Red will be up to Castle before he gets anything done there.
And I was just about to add, like, even if he doesn't get in with his men at arms, just forcing red to react, forcing him to reroll can already do a lot of damage by idle time, all that stuff.
Did you notice the Celt militia attacking Henry the Lion's walls?
Yeah, and Henry's was totally overreacting, sending 4 builds to reroll.
To re-wall, yes. Man, I just got high for the tower rush by King Alfonso, but yeah, it's just gonna be a single tower built by a single villager.
and red is already 10% to Karzai, right? Like, he doesn't care
Oh,
at
that's
all
gonna
about this one tower.
Yeah, that's gonna backfire so fast.
Yeah.
Well, and Blue is also not on stone, so he can't really follow it up either. So it's gonna be a single tower.
No.
And you can see the Red just casually rewalling behind it.
And
I
red
wouldn't
is
even mind seeing just maybe stone walls just to protect it.
Oh, red is on stone heavily. He will the count of crab hosts.
Maybe a
like
counter
this
tower
will-
as well from Red here, which will
Yeah.
completely stop this.
And I-
Can
and I think
we
he-
talk about the Goths player strategy? What is this? Late feudal age into nothing?
Yes.
Looks
Okay.
like it. I would guess probably it should be Well,
I mean, he's on stone, but as you mentioned earlier, walled out all his gold, so
Maybe he wants to
Yep.
sell the stone because he wants
I would
his
guess he
gold
would just
world.
drop a castle around his goals, right, to protect them. Probably castle and then TCs, I think, in Huskals.
I mean, Red has 6 on stone. I think Red will go for the crab house drops on blue, which might be really deadly, I think.
But to be honest, I feel like Henry Lion should have gone forward with a village to start to lame the shit out of the Khan this game, right? Wall in his gold, wall in his armor camps, do everything, right? Because they are 2-0 down already, and it's... I would say I would prefer Bulgarians and Celts versus Goths and Bulgarians in this matchup, so... Yeah.
I feel like Blue's trash was the weirdest thing it might have been weirder than the Team Islands, I mean Enemy Islands Persian Jewish. Because just sending this one will all that way to the one tower, which is doing nothing basically, to run back again.
Well, it will delay his boom a little bit at least, right? It will mean that he can't drop 2 TCs immediately, but still it's Bulgarian, so he can at least drop a single one.
And I was wrong, I was hoping Red will go for Crab House, but he's dropping a TC first, so the Crab House will come in only as defensive tool.
Yeah.
Do we think we're gonna see some tonics?
Yes, I think so.
So.
Saladin should feel comfortable enough to troll a little bit with Conics.
Well,
I feel like
King Alfonso adding in more men at arms at the moment. I think he just wants to go in and see if he can do some damage here, but he's also on the way up to cast list doing bit axe now, double bit axe.
I feel a bit bad for the Goth player, to be honest, because like both of the enemy civs are kinda good against Goths, I would say. Like Celt Ward Raiders should destroy Huskals anyway. They don't even like there's basically no reason even for Goth player to go Huskals this game, because neither Celts or Bulgarians will go for archers.
I think probably champions are the best thing they can do, right? It's still cost effective, I think.
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna
then
pop efficiently will be really bad, right? That's the big issue, I think.
And the Bulgarian player with the bargains tag, which is giving him like 5 or 6 on melee armor on his
plus
2-handed.
5 melee armor.
Yeah, but
it's
they will do really well against the Goth champions.
Meanwhile,
also 3 upgrades, right? So it's longswordmans already.
Yeah.
+1/+1 as well, so he's actually going quite heavy on them.
Longswords broke through that gate. Yeah, longswords running into a base full of.
I wonder if we'll see a TC on his main goal now. Yes, we will.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the nice things about Bulgarians. So getting those militia upgrades for free is a really nice power spike.
Yeah, but I mean, there are so many TCs in the base now. What is he gonna do with those longswords?
Run in and lose.
I wouldn't actually mind seeing +1 here, just seeing
he has +1 already. Ah, you mean on the TCs?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a big difference
is
in how
actually
much.
doing a great job warning them in. Like they won't do a lot more damage, or maybe just force more rewalls actually.
Is Grey gonna castle drop, sending villagers forward just to castle?
He's going for a castle drop, but where should he drop the castle? Like, he can't range anything valuable with
he can range the mangold. I mean, at least parts of the mangold. What?
How many tiles is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, not if maybe if it's in Imperial, but that's too far to be in range at the moment.
Yeah, but at least it's gonna help him to break through the walls in case he wants to go aggressive now. But yeah, instead of dropping a TC on his mangold, he's walling in his villager with houses.
I would actually like to see Blue going for probably even double barracks there. Just go and see if he can mass so much that they actually manage to kill TCs from Saladin.
Yeah. Grey is preparing the Huskal push.
We already see actually +1, also see +1 actually fetching from Saladin here. I think he's actually preparing for a TC push from Blue here.
Saladin also with the first defensive crab house. Like those longswords can't do anything in that space, and Red will prepare the counter attack.
Just running straight through into. That's gonna be another TC.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't see this doing anything at all, to be honest.
And Teal just reacted with a counter castle in the space in the siege workshop, so Grey won't be able to get any damage in.
And it's 2 TCs from Teal at the moment, plus the castle. Also, watchtower by his palisade gate.
I feel like Red is really good. Like all his reactions, all his quick walls. He's actually playing with blue a bit here, just going for fancy wallens, all that stuff. He's just playing.
Oh, his villager did a moonwalk while walking away. But yeah, okay, he's reacting in time on the wood.
Yeah, like those reactions are really sick. Like Red is really good.
And probably something like 5 or 6 conics will clean this up as well, right?
Yeah.
Or not even. I think actually 4 might be enough as well, to be honest. I think he's making as well.
Teal going for the Scorpion defense. Well, those Huskarls are tanking Scorpion fire.
I mean, Teal had
another
the castle
from.
Teal
Another
had the
castle coming from
already.
Henry Line though, so that's gonna be another castle.
But why did Teal not make some Void Raiders against the Huskarls?
It's
Right?
open, it's open. It's open,
so hard.
I think.
Yeah, it's open. Oh, it's still open.
An
outpost!
Misclick. Probably. I think it was supposed to be a house, not an outpost.
It would make a lot more sense at least.
Now Teal started the Void Raider production, which should clean those Huskarls really fast.
Well, 0 upgrades on them, right? So it's still just +1 armor
it's the first
now.
defensive upgrade, yeah. I
It's
mean, I
also
feel
a
like
bit...
if the votes stream in one by one, they're not gonna do too much. Oh, but
they do have less. They have 5 more HP, and are a bit faster, but they also have less attack rights.
Well, okay, now Grey took a really bad engagement. But at least he's forcing some reactions. I mean, I see a lot of Teal idle farms. Well, 4 idle farms. Long distance mining camp.
Yeah, that's not the best.
Yeah.
The Teal's eco is a bit of a mess here actually, but if you look at the Saladin's eco, right?
The Saladin is slinging Kotyan Khan at the moment, somewhat.
Oh, we see. Oh, actually, Saladin is waiting for some conic numbers to clean those longswords, and we have a Grapos v Grapos fight.
Yeah, it's kind of a stalemate here. I'm kind of confused. Kotyan Khan is now adding Mangnals against 2 castles in his base. It's a bit strange.
Agreed, but I think the issue for one team here would be that Red is just so far ahead of anybody else in this game.
Yeah.
He's at almost
also,
90 villagers.
Teal is still open. I mean, in multiple points.
Oh, Grey's getting good damage on Kotyan Khan. Like, Kotyan Khan is not handling this pressure very well. Trying to Mangnal kill the Huskarls instead of just making more Void Raiders.
Yeah, agreed. Can still use some more upgrades on those Huskarls though, but...
Yeah, but as soon as Saladin is sending those conics, even though the conics not a single upgrade on them yet, but still they would be enough to shred those Huskarls, I guess.
I mean, but I still like Grey put in all this pressure and got it in. He killed a lot of Teal's villagers, but still he is behind in villager numbers.
If you look at the crap post from King Alfonso forward, right? He now has 7 conics just attacking it, right? It's gonna go down here, I think.
Well, but without stirrups, it's gonna take a while for those conics to kill it. But yeah, he's messing more and more conic numbers. I feel like he could help out Teal for a moment and just go for the counter attack. I mean, Grey has nothing to protect the space.
Let's see if Amlo is close to clicking up, maybe, I'm not sure. So Saladin is still far away, he's getting the goal, but he's only at 200 food at the moment.
Red started sending the conics to Kotyan Khan's base to clean up those Huskarls.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like Red didn't have too much confidence into Kotyan Khan because he walled into he has more votes in the Kotyan Khan's direction than to King Alfonso's direction, which is telling a lot.
Might also
Yeah.
be for to just funnel the what are they called? Not men at arms, but longswords. Longswords. That's the
Yeah.
word I'm looking for. Towards his own TCs, right? To just not so Kotyan Khan doesn't have to deal with both those as well as Huskarls.
But Saladin sending villagers forward seems like he wants to pressure King Alfonso now. But meanwhile, King Alfonso puts a really nice defensive castle. Oh, that's
Blue's on the
perfect
way to
castle.
Imperial as well here, so that could be exciting.
Oh,
I wonder if he'll be going for making a stable now.
Mm.
Nobody is saving up, and he's 50%
Oh.
on the way now.
And Teal kept losing more and more villagers. Like Teal is behind villagers number by far now. King
Yes.
Alfonso, Saladin has almost at 3 times as many villagers as Kotyan Khan at the moment.
Soon it will be 3 times as many, I would say.
Yes. It's kind of strange. I would have felt like Celts are a good answer to Goths. But yeah, now with Saladin's connects, it should become better quite soon.
Well, the biggest difference would be in Imperial, right? Because then the Celts get +4 armor, right? Whereas in Castle Age, I would say the Huskarls are a bit better, right? They have way better pierce armor, they have 2 more damage, and as well as the equal amount of pierce armor. So the big difference there, it wouldn't be until Imperial.
but we might see Conic versus Conic on the Saladin King Alfonso side now. But also, King Alfonso has a shit ton of villagers in the queue. Maybe you should go for some upgrades instead.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind saying conscription first there, to be honest.
Red is going for Imp now too, and losing the right thing, immediately queuing up a trebuchet to start pushing Saladin.
But you know your enemy is not an imp yet. As Knutan said, I feel like conscription would have been the better choice. Also, the second castle position, it's kind of weird, and a grab post knight right next to it. Oof.
What?
I mean, if you start losing the trap fight, you're gonna lose 3 really important defense buildings.
Yeah, like the crab house is overkill. I think it's 1 building too much at least. Say.
Well, maybe his thinking is more like, okay, that castle is gonna save my traps while I'm trapping the red castle.
Exactly. I also think that's what he's thinking, but why is he going for the crab house next to that?
Do you see any siege coming though, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't see any siege at the moment.
Red is attacking the first trap and will get it down because Blue sent it forward before he had any army to protect it. It was a bit sloppy. Now he's losing his connects.
Did you see Bracer? No, not Bracer, I mean Bodkin from Red as well, right? So you can't really attack under the castle.
Those blue conics, they just stood up, and before they even got in their first hit, they were killed by the castle. Nice.
A bit unfortunate.
And Blue is sending more conics into the castle fire. Okay.
I think it was probably just the wrong stance there.
Yeah.
Blue doesn't even have bloodlines yet.
No bloodlines, +2/+1. So yeah, not something you can push with here. I think he just needs to take them. He's sending them forward. Yeah, not the greatest.
And Grey on the other side is not taking the best fights, just sending Huskers in to attack the castles. Not doing too much now. Red is still on 1 TC, like he's not getting touched, not getting harmed at all.
You mean Grey?
Grey, yeah, Grey. Grey should have added another TC.
Well, he's adding 2 TCs on his secondary goals now.
At least, yeah. A bit too late, I think.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, meanwhile, Red was able to repair his castle.
And Saladin is slinging a lot to Kotyan Khan. Actually, 1,000 food paid to Kotyan Khan so he can click up to him, I guess. Yeah, and he clicked up.
Yeah, if Kotyan Khan gets up early, right, he's gonna get Trebs out to it, I think. If he gets Trebs first, I think it will be very difficult for We can actually, as long as it's still Huskarls, right? You can just run under the castles, I guess, but still.
Yeah, but still Red has a lot of conics on Kotyan side too.
Those are Bloodlines plus 2 plus 4. Plus 4 plus 4 now even, so only lacking the elite upgrade, I think.
Yeah, and probably the infantry upgrade, right?
I haven't seen any of them die yet, so...
Let's take a look, there must be one dying at some point.
Got
it's on the-
blue straps snipe. Like, are they gone? Can't see them.
Blue straps are dead, yes.
Yeah,
They
my
got
God.
sniped because red had better numbers, better upgrades. Still, King Alfonso's lacking bloodlines. He has the stable.
Only plus 2 plus 2 as well, so he's lacking the Imperial upgrades on them. As
And
well as Bloodlines.
Red's conics are killing
no.
the additional TCs of Grey. I
Yeah.
feel like this is going downhill for them right now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Saladin is playing on both sides.
It's only plus 2
Also-
on the dismounted conics, so lacking
Take-
last infantry armor, but he's getting it now.
Take a look at King Alfonso's eco balance. I mean, he's quite heavy on wood, I must say.
Oh yeah, that's true.
65 villagers on wood.
Yeah. So,
Also hard
actually, we have
price.
full infantry upgrade. So the conics, is it elite conic? Not yet, but I mean the complete infantry upgrade. So they're kind of beastly now.
Yeah.
Blue's eco is stronger than Saladin's eco by now, by the way. He overboomed a little bit. Almost 150 villagers.
Yeah, but they are on the wrong resource. I mean, take a look. He is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Eagle balance
And
is
Red is again diving the traps, getting one, now fighting the third conics. I think this is a good trade for Blue actually.
we're
But
still
yeah,
fighting
Blue's not here.
without the last armor and attack upgrade, right?
And bloodlines.
Yeah, that as well.
Oh yeah, like it's really bad. I forgot about bloodlines.
Now
Like,
that this got
yes.
the last armor upgrade, which is important, but that's a very aggressive Krepos in my head.
I
Yeah,
think
downhill beneath the castle. I'm not sure if this is gonna get up.
if you mean bad instead of aggressive, I would agree. Like that's not a good
When I
position.
say overly aggressive, I usually mean bad as well, to be honest.
Also fighting downhill with his conics. Oh no, that. Oh, lost
Might
Yeah.
even be a
basically all
doubt
his
Krepos.
conics.
Will it be a doubt Krepos? It's trying to wall it, palisade it. That's not a thing in the air. Well, it's
Yeah,
getting
he's
it
Right
up, right?
click your
Because
villagers. Yeah.
Gonna lose his.
Well,
Krepos
but
again.
only because Red was focusing the traps instead of the villagers.
you actually
And
see Balkan from Blue here actually, so that's at least something.
Grey is basically dead at this point.
Yeah. He's lost. He's making
Yeah.
2 new town centers at the bottom there, but he.
Like Saladin just boomed into killing both enemies basically.
Yeah. True enough, and now. Well, that Krepos didn't last long, that's for sure. He's kind of trying to go forward here.
But to be fair, like Grey is still doing a lot of damage to Kotyan Khan, trying to raid the Fuscals.
I see it
Also
actually.
killing the trap. So saving at least his second castle.
Yeah.
Also, in the south there was Saladin's
GG.
man converting 3 sheep. Oh, it's over. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still respect Henry the Lion a lot for the Persian douche.
Yeah.
I think like
Me too.
like emotions. Can we get in the admin here? Admin win here? Like, is there something like this in the rules? Can we add something like this?
That would be giving Otto his only opportunity to win the game, right?
Yes.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna give Henry the Lion style points at least.
I feel like they
Yeah,
had some
for the
good
first
strategies, right? But I don't think the execution was a bit lacking, right? For example, Blue in this game, I think if he just goes 1 TC or even just massive amounts of many arms there, he can probably after a while just click under the town center to just attack, right? Getting the upgrades against buildings as well. But still, it's gonna be difficult, right? It felt like Red was a step above the others here as well.
If it wasn't for King Alfonso lacking upgrades for so long, and right at the end he has 83 on wood and has almost 7k5 wood in the bank. Just drop a lot of farms and maybe you can overpower red on your side. I mean, still would be kind of difficult to save gray, but
I feel like Gray, feel like Gray did actually an okay job in this game. He did not he didn't perform everything like perfectly, but still he got in a lot of damage. And I feel like if Blue played better, actually, they would have won this game. Like those early aggression, not really doing any damage, was adding up. Forgetting the upgrades, strange castle, Crepper's positioning, all these small things added up. But he had the eco in the end. He had the opportunity to take this game home, I think.
yeah, I mean, early scouting could have told him, okay, red is easy. Red can easily wall. Just don't go so aggressive. I mean, it didn't pay at the end, as you said. He caught up in eco later, but yeah, that wasn't enough to win them that game.
I think all these TCs were probably producing onto wood rights. If you look at just how crowded some of the woodlands are as well.
Yeah, probably.
But it felt like he knew he didn't have the same eco, right? He knew what was behind blue because of his failed man-at-arms structure at the start there. So I think the only solution there is either you go full on boom rights, try to get back into it and get a faster constellation, then probably go forward like I tried to do. I think he probably needs to add siege as well then, right? Maybe go for siege ram or do something like that. With Braganza you do have now cheaper upgrades, so it could be exciting to try in this game, I think.
Yeah, it's only half the food cost for those siege upgrades. So those siege rams for Bulgarians is super cheap at 500 wood, 500 food for the upgrade.
Indeed. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to say good luck next for Saladin and Kotyan. They looked like the stronger team for the entire set, I would say. Still some weird decisions in some cases, but felt like they still had a pretty good build orders and a lot of control in this map.
Yeah, I feel like Kotyan was a decent player and Saladin was a really strong player. Meanwhile, King Alfonso and Line were mostly interesting players, I would say. Like interesting choices, interesting strategies. Kind of hard to.
I would say that I think that they knew that they were probably against a better team. It felt like.
Yeah.
At least after the Arabia game, right? Then they immediately felt like went for strategies to try to counter it. But I think the skill gap was just too low, and I'm not sure about all the strategies they used. I think interesting is a good word for it.
Also, we have a bit of drama in the stream. It's about Saladin got wheelbarrow kinda late this game. I also noticed that. He clicked in before he clicked wheelbarrow. Actually, I think he might have had 80 builds or more, probably, maybe already 100.
Well, but that sometimes happens to me as well. So
yeah, I think he maybe just
Saladin
forgot it or something. Yeah.
You blame me for what?
For the drama.
Sure.
Okay. I feel like what should be the thumbnail of a series? Like the TC drop would be too much spoiler.
Douche.
Okay,
no,
yeah, okay,
I think it's actually fine to just doing it still.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
I think it's still good, but maybe even just having the villager attacking the villagers right on the
Yeah, there was this one moment where Purple was dropping off his villagers from his transport ship to kill the shorefish villager of Kotyan Khan. And it was like really a drive-by kill. Just drop them off, kill the villager, and go back on the transport ship. Maybe that, like, with a clickbait title. Like, crazy new Team Island strategy or something like this. Enemy Islands, I mean.
That could be fun, I think. Well, if you take a look at the statistics for this game, right, we do see that Saladin with by far the highest military score. Henry Lyon actually having the second highest, and you can see that King Alfonso, even though he did have a good fighting spirit, it looks like his military score doesn't really show the same, right?
Yeah.
78
But I
units
feel-
killed and 127 lost.
Yeah, but I feel like Saladin's KD is only so good because he killed so many Huskals. And, I mean, Huskals really don't do a lot against those Conics.
But he also killed something like 127 units, I think, from King Alfonso,
King
right?
Alfonso, yeah. How many of them were long swords, though?
I'm like thinking, would have Henry Lyon had a better game if he didn't pick Goths? Because I feel like enemy team kind of countered Goths, so not sure. If he had Britons or something or whatever, like is there a Civ where you would say, yeah, if they had this Civ,
But still,
they would
if you
have.
think about how he played it, like he played it with forward castles, right? And then you need units to counter it, right? And it feels like, let's say you go Britons, then you go forward castle. You get longbowsman out, but you can't really push castles then. Actually, I do like the Gothic, but I think you should probably have been a bit more aggressive in feudal age. You do get cheaper men-at-arms as well, right? Go forward with men-at-arms, probably go into longswordsmen, use the bonus there.
How would you like Mongols were banned, right?
Mongols are banned,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like Mangudai could have done a good job against the Conics and all that stuff. Yeah, it's hard. Tatars would have been nice, actually. Or Tatars, not sure.
Tatars. I don't know how to pronounce them correctly. Knutan is our expert for pronouncing things correctly, so what's your suggestion?
I'm not really good at the pronouncing stuff at all, to be honest, but I would say Tatars.
But by the way, I googled it. It's not pronounced petard, like retard. It's pronounced petard. So, but I will still be saying petard over time.
Petard.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think that was the perfect petarded end for the stream.
You're gonna get banned on Twitch for that joke.
Oh, I was saying petarded, not the R word. Fine.
Okay, I guess we better end the stream at that point. It's
Yes,
just gonna
please.
get more petarded.
Knutan
Can't get worse, right? So I guess you're just gonna end it then.
Oh, the flag of Russia in the timeline, really interesting.
We need the anthem of the Soviet Union now.
Give me a second.
Oh wait, I have it right here. Or is it gonna be some copyright issues? I guess not.
Well, you can just cut it out then, right?
Well, but I'm faster.
I think mine will sound better though, so.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's just.
It's live on my side now.
We need to.
They can't hear you, just so that's it. They only hear the song in the tape. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there like this, so see you guys.
Don't forget to like us. What the fuck is this?